should use. This guy's really the builder who built this is Sage. He goes by the name of Sage. He can stack pretty much anything into anything using snappers. I'm not sure if you knew. Yeah, there's the snapper 2 there. That's the AI part. You have to download it something from Game Tech Mods. You can see I got that here. This little thing here. This is really useful if you know how to do glitches involving, which, yeah, if you guessed it, you can also learn on Game Tech Mods. Then you can build robots like this without no limitations. This is the only thing. Actually, it depends how much you can manage your space. This should be the main option for wedges and stuff. But if you don't have the space, then this can be alright. Or even this. For heavyweights, this is the only drive motor you should ever use. For middleweights, this will probably be the best. For lightweight, I'll say this. I never ever recommend you use this. This is quite crap. And especially not this. Hang on. Sorry, I was a bit chinny here. You should always stay away from this. They are useless or useless. These are useful if you want to build a poker, like that's a poker right there. That's what they call pokers. This is useless. This should be useless, and this is useless. This is your control board. This is a necessity to actually get your robot work. I recommend you use Sh0tee large air tanks if you want to build pokers. That's the only thing you need them for though. These are right for middleweights and under, but there's one battery you should use for heavyweights, which I'll show. These are only good for beta weights and under, which is 175 down to, and ant weights, which is up to 125. Light weights are 250, middleweights are up to 400, and actually no, that lightweights are 249, middleweights are 399, and heavyweights are 79.99. Which is a bit confusing, but or actually 0.9 for each. This is a battery you want to use for pretty much anything. You can get these to stack with a little practice, but I'm not going to show you that. They take a while. I don't think you should ever use this unless you want to build a disc vertical spinner or face spinner, which is basically just, if you saw Coal Miner in the semi-final of that, the last event, that's what a face spinner is. Tri-bars, which you can build horizontal and vertical spinners on. This is useful. This is really useful. These round extenders are the only ones you should use. Do not use these square extenders because they're a lot heavier and they have like the same HP and stuff. And never ever use any of these. Never. They're just pointless. I've already went through that. The only wheels you should be using are these and these. These. And maybe these. That can be used just in case. But these and these should be your main priority. Weapons. Very briefly went through this, but these. This. Maces. Razors. They're the only weapons you should use. Do not use this, do not use this. Just the four I mentioned. And you shouldn't use this as your wedge. This can be useful and so can this, but that's just a different skinned. That's used on one of the AI bots. Or probably two, since there's yeah, whatever. So yeah, they're the only extras you should use. But anyway, back to the tournaments. Actually, I might not do the whole season. I'm just going to do 3 more. That should be enough. I'm going to use this robot now. Because I want it to be a pretty long episode, but now I think about it, probably will go for like 20 minutes or so. So it should be alright. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can control your Actually, yeah, I will show that at the end of the video. How to like control your, how to like set your controls. You can set different controls for different robots. For yeah, it's probably going to be the best idea. Yeah, I probably will get these tournaments actually pretty quickly if I use this. I don't know, I'll see if I can get through the whole season. Because I want this to be my biggest episode yet, so may as well try. Especially since this is like a really good game. I've played this pretty seriously for the last, I'll say about a year and a half. I've entered AI tournaments which you can enter on game text mods. You can send your robot, send it to host, and they can AI for you if you don't know how to. Well, I learn pretty easily off game text mods. Pretty much anything Robot Arena 2 related goes in game text mods. There used to be a rivalry between two forums which are now both gone. I think it was the official RFSHQ forum and AUB link or whatever it's called. They both. It's been a while since I read up on this, but and there's that snowplow with the different skin I was talking about. It's unbelievable how some of these robots even get. I know it's random based, but it's unbelievable how the finals not always between Emergency and us. Somehow robots can actually defeat Emergency out of luck. I honestly do think it's the best stock heavyweight, and it's usually the only robot people actually get troubled about in stock. Anyway, this is no job, I believe. Yes, no job. I don't think I've shown this. It's been shown off yet, so yeah, can just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a full season here, guys, because if I just keep using this robot, it shouldn't go for very long. Especially if there's like 4 waves and only 2 battles per thing, which may be able to go pretty quickly. So yeah, may just destroy that. Yeah, that's pretty complex to build. So yeah, here we go, I'm bursting Emergency. Yeah, that thing I just alluded to, and I think I've mentioned before, and I think I've actually lost this. If this doesn't flip me over, I've lost this, which I don't think it will. So unless I can somehow get lucky, and that destroys itself or something, but I think I've lost this. Oh no, yay. Might get immobilized, no it won't. If I can keep like spinning around and avoiding immobility, then I might be able to get win, but although it kind of will be boring. Oh no, wait, it was nice to me and actually self-righted me, so I can keep going. Yeah, this is not. You can build robots there if it can flip both ways up, but if you've seen the official NerdCube's Robot Wars Extreme Destruction video, it's pretty much just the same basics of that, because that's what this game was based out of mainly. Well, actually, I think it was made more out of BattleBot since it's an American game, but yeah. Right, so I gotta get some serious repairs on that thing. So yeah, this should be a better fight. Since this flipper's not as strong, and I've just... Yeah, this is the best physics in a robot combat game ever. There aren't too much about there though, since all robot combat shows got cancelled now as only live events. Although I'm pretty sure the sport is... Actually, there was a show last year, and I think there was one this year called Killer Robots, but it was like a 1 year thing, or 1 show a year thing. There's an event in America called Robo Games. It's basically just highlights from that live event. Pretty entertaining. I think you can watch it. I know you can watch the I know you can watch last year's version of it on YouTube, but I'm not quite sure about the... if there even was one this year. I'll have to go check, because I've not watched that yet. Only the last year's version. Like, it started last year. So yeah. Well, the live event didn't start last year, but the Killer Robots did. They actually started taping the fights, so... Yeah, they didn't... Even in BattleBots and Robot Wars, they didn't film all fights, they just filmed, like, the main fights. Especially in BattleBots, where there was, like, a lot of battles, but they didn't show a lot of them due to them just being pointless. They showed, like, in the first season, I think in the first season they only showed, like, quarterfinals and up, so... Although Robot Wars showed everything from heats, no qualifiers though. So it definitely was limited coverage of basically before, I think maybe, I'm not sure how many years ago, but I don't think I'm pretty sure this is the first time in our Foxtel actually gave us the option to watch preliminary heats and stuff, which were the races I was interested in actually. I didn't really care about who won or anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like 3 events left. Yeah. First thing, wide load, which is not that good. It can give you troubles though, but in the DSL version, this got updated to like probably the best DSL robot. Although there is such thing as AI packs, which can even more increase the difficulty on DSL. Like, there are some mods for stock and there are some AI packs for DSL, so... Oh, I meant AI packs for stock. But yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if this has been completed yet, but some people on the forum, Game Tech Mods, were trying to rebuff the original robots. Like, you should see them if it's been completed. It's really hard and you can probably get used to it more. I will definitely put a link down to Game Tech Mods. This game's freeware as well, so you don't have to pay anything to download it. So yeah, that was a 20-second fight. Actually, I'm gonna end the part after this video, just because I'm running out of things to say about this game. Although I will show how to like set the controls and stuff. I reckon this has already gone over like 20 minutes, so probably won't. It might just be like a standard episode length, probably, considering I did like 5 tournaments. I think it was, maybe 6. And I did lose one in the first round, but yeah. Well, that fight did go for about 3 minutes, so yeah. As long as it's longer than 10 minutes, which I'm sure it has been. Plus the weapons overview and what's new for everything, that was like 2 minutes, I think. And I've still got a bit more to go just in case, so. Also, I'm gonna check on it. Yeah, for some reason the bottom ones weren't spinning. I'm not sure if it's always been the case or just sometimes, but I think it's just been sometimes since either that, or if for some reason it's not been wide. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to control the like set controls. This is like something that's completely useless. That's the poker. This is a driving thing. I'll show you how to do that. For left and right, you gotta do all like this, and for up and down, that's 2 of them have to be clockwise. Then the negative has to be just normal and like that. Bit hard to explain actually. Not really, but anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time. Bye.